Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Kat. I'm a comic illustrator, cartoonist, aspiring local cryptid. Now I wasn't planning to make a video this week, but I decided I had something rather quick to talk about. I do apologize if you can hear some noise in the background. It is currently raining, and that does mean the lighting is off as well. I do apologize about that, but the weather's gonna do what the weather's gonna do. So I started what I've labeled sketchbook number 9. Got some cool pictures on it, or stickers on it. And I started this on March 18th. I haven't drawn in it a lot, and I realized the other day, I absolutely hate the paper in this. Now, I will draw on some pretty crap paper, but this paper is exceptionally bad. I don't know if the texture is going to show up on the camera or not, but this is basically kind of like thick newsprint. It's a little textured, just real not good quality. Now this is I did buy this as a 4-pack online, so I didn't get a chance to touch the paper, but I've never bought a sketchbook, even a cheap one with bad paper, that I rage quit out of before. I will draw on a lot of anything, and this paper is just so bad. So it's these. It was a 4-pack. I will probably use the 2 sketchbooks that are empty, these ones, in journaling, because I did find a way to make it work. So I did crash out of this sketchbook. I was only page 15. I did discover that ballpoint pen works fine on it, so this I might use for rougher notes, rougher sketches, more to catch ideas even more roughly than I do in my regular sketchbooks, because I really hate wasting paper. And that includes a sketchbook, and it does have some really good stickers on it that I enjoy. So I did rage quit out of that. I did swap over to one of my nicer sketchbooks that I had in reserve. It stuck more cool stickers on it. And this sketchbook is just one of these. It's Canson mixed media. I've used other brands, mixed media, and I like drawing on this paper quite a bit. It's very thick. It's got a little bit of texture to it, but not enough to, it doesn't feel like you're drawing on cheap paper, because it's not. These are more expensive. But that is why I bought these sketchbooks, because my sketchbooks are not aesthetic sketchbooks. They are more working sketchbooks, rough sketches, so I don't always want to spend the however much these cost. And I try to buy these when they're on sale, these mixed media ones. These also have fewer pages in them. And on these ones, the Canson ones or any other mixed media, you could technically draw on both pages. Like, this would be a really good sketchbook to use if you say, used marker in your sketchbook, and I rarely do that, or watercolor or some other kind of media in your sketchbook. This would be great for that. You could use both sides. I prefer to work one side only, as you'll see in this one, and this is labeled sketchbook 10. I like to work on one side, because if I do work in graphite on this side, and when I close the book it tends to rub on this page, and I don't like them rubbing against each other. It makes them a lot messier. Also, it's easier to transfer sketches out of the sketchbook if I use a light box. So that was where I was at. I crashed out of the sketchbook, but I still want to use it, so I'll probably use the pen. I will probably not show much out of the sketchbook if I do end up finishing it, so I'll give you a quick sketchbook tour here. Again, I was going off of, I think this is kind of a continuation of my last sketchbook I showed, the last one in the last book, or video. So I was doing more iterations on outfits for Hollis. And you can see just different things. I need to work on drawing braids again. More sketches. I was working on iterations of Courtney and Rita. Rita with a giant mallet. I might do a finished piece with her with the mallet. That was a big deal back in, I was going to say the late 90s when I was first posting art to the internet. I drew a lot of Rita holding a mallet because that was kind of a trope in anime at the time. So it was funny. Random sketch, more random sketches. I don't know, his face looks kind of good. I don't know what's going on with this. Rita doing a high kick. I had a brief comic idea that I sketched out. This pen also doesn't work very well in this sketchbook, and that is, I like writing with these, the Precise V5, and this is the clicky one. I've got those in pink, and I've been using them in the non-clicky version in black for years, but these have, I guess they are still ballpoint, but they've got more of a needle nib on them, whereas like with this ballpoint, this is just a Bic Atlantis. I used to really like writing with these, but the ballpoint is a lot thicker, so I think anything like real fine on this paper is not going to work very well. So finding out that I could still use it with the ballpoint was good. More just random sketches, pencil sketch. I drew this the day the new Star Fox designs were shown for the new video game. I just thought I was goofing around. What happened to your legs this time? Sketch of Hollis, and that is where I crashed out. This paper sucks. And then I did find out this is all done with the ballpoint. More kind of like, I can do really rough ideas like this in this sketchbook. The only problem is this is a large format, 9x12. It's gonna be a little harder for me to carry this around like in my purse or something like that. But at least I can still use it, as it'll probably like live in my office for now. And when I have a rough idea, I'll grab this one instead of this one. And do I have anything? Yeah, I think I showed you that one. It's Rita and Courtney. But that's the preview. And I just really don't like wasting paper. So I was really upset that I hated this so much, and I had 2 more of them. And I did buy these in a 4-pack. There is another sketchbook floating around in this office that you are never going to see. It is my, I'll say, not safe for work practice journal. It's got more of the stuff that I flipped over in some of the other sketchbook tours that I just don't want to show on social media right now, because everybody is being very puritanical about a lot of things, let's just say. And I'm also not terribly comfortable showing a lot of that to people, as I don't feel as I'm as good at anything adult or suggestive as I am at other things. Now, I did paint my nails, and you will notice that the last 2 fingers on each hand are different colors, because I picked it off because I wanted to try out some of the new nail polish colors I just received. So that's why my nail polish does not match. But anyway, that was my quick review. Do not recommend these sketchbooks. Sorry to whoever this brand is. I'm pretty sure this was off of Amazon a couple years ago, because I'm pretty sure I've been working out of the other sketchbook since 23 or 24. So don't recommend this. There are better cheap options out there. Walmart, Target, as much as I don't shop at those places. I buy a lot of sketchbooks at Meijer. I try more to buy sketchbooks at my locally owned art shop, but those do tend to be a little pricier. And I know that's kind of like that's an expense. So like if you want a cheap sketchbook, there are better options than this. Just like go to a local store if you've got it, like draw on copy paper. Copy paper is better than this sketchbook. But whatever works for you. I just didn't really like this, and I wanted to complain about it. So that's really all I had to say. This is gonna be a real short one this time. And I love you. I'll see you later.